there. I'm Elizabeth Convery, the founder of Very Real Estate, now powered by Compass. Each quarter since we started the company in 2013, we've produced what we call the Very Insight Report. It's a quarterly look at what's happening in the residential real estate market in greater Philadelphia and the surrounding Pennsylvania counties, Montgomery, Delaware, and Chester. So we produce this every quarter. We've done this for almost 7 years now. So our first quarter report is coming out this week. We hope that you will take a look at it. Wanted to give you a quick update of what we're seeing. We did a special edition this quarter, actually focusing on the month of April. So the first month of the second quarter, but the first full month since COVID-19 hit and real estate was deemed a non-essential business. So the market did grind to a bit of a halt, which is reflective in the numbers. So just some quick background. The first quarter of 2020, $2.6 billion of real estate was transacted in greater Philadelphia. So Philadelphia County, Delaware County, Montgomery County, and Chester County. $2.6 billion residential real estate market. 8,000 plus transactions occurred in the months of January, February, and March. So we were moving very quickly. We continue to be one of the largest residential housing markets. Obviously, we're the fifth largest city in the country. So we are a significant player in the residential real estate space. So what happened in April? We did an analysis looking at, we always look at 4 factors in our write-up, and they're really basic factors just so you can get a snapshot of what's happening in the residential market. We certainly don't want to overwhelm anybody with too much analysis. So those 4 factors are sold average price, sales volume, which is a combination of units sold and average sales price. So that equates to the entire sold volume. We look at the number of units that traded hands, and we also look at days on market. So those are the 4 factors: sold average, sales volume, number of units sold, and days on market, how long it takes to sell those units. So let me give you a quick update on what happened in April. So April 2020 versus April 2019. Now, if you recall, spring market in Philadelphia starts, for whatever reason, typically starts the day after Super Bowl, so the end of February. This year we saw an early spring market due to a few things. 1, favorable interest rates, and 2, very mild winter weather. So sellers put their properties on the market sooner rather than later. These sellers, I think, are very happy that they did decide to go to market earlier because they were able to secure buyers before we went into this shutdown mode due to COVID-19. So the April transactions that did close, remember, real estate transactions, residential transactions usually take on average 30 to 45 days to close. So we're looking at properties that closed in April, went under agreement for the most part end of February, mid-March. Again, real estate became non-essential and we went shelter in place in the Philadelphia region March 18th. So these numbers reflect really everything that was happening prior to this. That to say, 2020 versus 2019, Center City. So that would be the areas kind of around City Hall all the way down to 19147, 19146 zip code. So that would be Bella Vista, Queen Village, Passyunk Square, Point Breeze, Graduate Hospital. 35% decline in the month of April year over year in sold volume. Interestingly enough, days on market remained relatively the same, 66 days on market in 2020, 60 days on market in 2019. Prices were pretty much on par. They did take a dip. They took an 8% decline year over year. That could be an effect of sellers essentially saying, you know what, I see the writing on the wall. I see what's happening in other states. Pennsylvania will likely shut down. Let's get a deal done quickly. And they're willing to kind of take some haircuts. So the average price in Center City, April 2020 was $523,000. April 2019, $568,000. So it's just an 8% differential. Greater Philadelphia and suburban Philadelphia, the counties of Montgomery, Delaware, and Chester, similar kind of picture. Greater Philadelphia, so the entire Philadelphia County, Center City, and also surrounding neighborhoods of Philadelphia saw a 34% drop in sold volume, but actually, interestingly, we saw a 12% increase in average sale price. So $309,000 in Greater Philadelphia in April 2020 versus $276,000 in April 2019. Suburban Philadelphia fared much better than the city, but still exhibited a decline. So 13% drop in sold volume. Again, sold volume is calculated as number of transactions, weighted average of the sales price. So 13% drop, but prices did also go up by 13%. Average sales price in the suburbs was $374,000 April 2020 versus $332,000 April 2019. Days on market, they actually dropped from 49 in 2019 to 40 days on market. So what's happening? The suburbs are, they're still faring pretty well. The days on market are declining. Prices are going up. Prices are relatively stable in Center City and then, of course, also in Greater Philadelphia. I think a function of there being a very, very low inventory status right now. There are people who are holding back. We're getting the sense, we're seeing it from our own clients, that people are waiting to sell their properties until there's a clear path to closing. We do think that there is some pent-up demand. Certainly, we're getting a lot of phone calls from people who are looking to purchase, but there's this kind of kink in the system, right? Where we can do all of these things virtually, but ultimately people do need to see their properties before they make the leap to closing. So I think that the May numbers are going to be really interesting. I think the May numbers will more fully reflect what I'm calling the COVID effect, what is actually happening. Obviously, inventory is declining. We believe that there is pent-up demand. We believe that sellers are holding back in a lot of instances, putting their properties on the market. However, there will certainly be a dip again in sales volume in May because we are still we're shut down as an industry. So I encourage you to take a look at the report. Again, it's super simple factors, but shows a really great snapshot of what's happening in the market. If you are on our mailing list, you'll be receiving that this week. And if you're not on our mailing list, please reach out to get on it. I hope you were all safe and well, and thank you again.